Welcome to Awakening Heaven on Earth. Before we begin, take a moment to arrive. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to believe, and nowhere you need to go. Simply listen, contemplate, and notice what stirs and resonates within you. This is a shared space of reflection, presence, and remembrance. Now, let us begin. There is a quiet ache that lives in the human heart. It does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it hides behind productivity, achievement, entertainment, or even spirituality. It is the ache of separation. The feeling that somehow, somewhere, we are alone. And yet, across cultures, across centuries, across disciplines, there is a persistent whisper that refuses to disappear. You belong. You are connected. You are part of something far greater than yourself. In this episode, we will explore several books that help us remember this truth. Not as doctrine, not as belief, but as lived, embodied reality. Each of these works speaks in a different voice, from a different discipline. Yet all of them point toward the same revelation. You are not alone, because all life and creation itself is a family. Robin Wall Kimmerer writes as a scientist, an indigenous woman, and a poet. But most importantly, she writes as a relative to all creation. In her book, Braiding Sweetgrass, she teaches that the modern crisis of loneliness is inseparable from our rupture with the living world. In indigenous wisdom, the earth is not a resource. It is a community. Plants are teachers. Animals are relatives. Water is a living being. Land is not owned. It is belonged to. Kimmerer offers a phrase that quietly changes everything. All flourishing is mutual. Life does not thrive through domination or isolation, but through reciprocity. From this perspective, loneliness is not merely emotional. It is ecological. When we forget our relationship with the land, we forget our place in the family of life. And when we remember, truly remember, the earth responds. The trees know you. The soil receives you. The birds do not question whether you belong. They already know. Take a moment now. Feel your body supported by the earth beneath you. Notice the breath entering and leaving your lungs. Air that has passed through countless beings before you. Ask quietly within, what relationships have I forgotten that are still holding me? Daniel Quinn approaches belonging through story. In his book, Ishmael, he suggests that humanity's deepest suffering does not come from broken morals, but from a broken narrative. The dominant story of modern culture tells us that we are separate from nature, above other life, and required to conquer in order to survive. This story produces isolation as a byproduct. Quinn then introduces an older story, a story in which humans are participants in a vast, ongoing community of life, not rulers, not owners, but participants. From this perspective, loneliness is not a personal failure. It is a cultural inheritance. Healing does not require self-improvement. It requires a revision to the story we have created. When the story changes, connection and belonging returns. Consider this gently. What story about life did I inherit? And does that story leave room for connection, or does it isolate me? Viktor Frankl, Austrian neurologist, psychiatrist, philosopher, and Holocaust survivor, offers one of the most powerful psychological confirmations of our need for connection. In his profound book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl recounts his survival of the concentration camps. He observed that those who endured the greatest suffering were not necessarily the strongest physically, but those who remained connected to meaning, to love, and to a vision and purpose beyond themselves. Even in isolation, even in loss, those who felt connected to something larger than the moment were more likely to survive. Frankl reminds us that loneliness is not merely about being alone. It is about losing connection to meaning. And meaning is always relational. It connects us to others, to purpose, to life itself. Ask yourself gently now, what gives my life meaning? And where does that meaning connect me to something greater than myself? Modern science now offers a voice of confirmation. In the book Entangled Life, biologist Merlin Sheldrake explores the vast underground networks of fungi and mycelium. These living systems connect forests, plants, and ecosystems across miles of land. Trees share nutrients. Plants communicate. Life survives through cooperation, not isolation. What appears separate on the surface is deeply interconnected below. Science reveals what wisdom traditions have long known. Life thrives through relationship. Isolation is not the natural state of living systems. Connection is the natural state. Let this land quietly. If even forests are held together by unseen networks, what might be holding you, even now? Across Earth wisdom, story, psychology, and science, a single truth emerges. Life is not built on separation. It is sustained by inherent connection and through relationship. You are not alone because you cannot be. You belong to a living, breathing, interconnected family of life. May you remember your place in the family of life. May you feel connection where you once felt absence. May you walk knowing you were seen, held, and included. Beloved, you are not alone. As we come to a close, there is nothing you need to carry, nothing you need to remember, and nothing you need to make of what you've heard. Allow what has resonated to remain, and let the rest pass gently away. You are welcome to return whenever you feel drawn. Until then, may you walk in love, joy, peace, presence, and rest in unity. Thank you for listening.